everybody, and my name is Alex. If you're living in a city, then you might see a common bird that lives every day in sunny noons, or maybe in the afternoon or in the morning. And maybe you can see pigeons. Pigeons are usually known around cities, but why have they been able to adapt in cities, not like other birds that live in trees or nest on the ground or on other trees and fruits, the fruits? As this advantage has said that long ago, ancient people have been taking pigeons in captivity because their poop has lots of nitrogen, which is a good fertilizer for farmers, and there are also lots of protein and meat sources and other minerals so that other humans can adapt. So people have bought pigeons in captivity, and they've been training them so that they can deliver posts long ago. Long ago, actually, about some 1,000 years ago, they actually delivered pigeons to mail and message other people around the world. Instead of using smoke and other types of things, birds are usually used to deliver mail, and the pigeon is one of these animals. And now we have been developing this tradition for centuries over now. And now there are also other traditions. For example, pigeon fencing, where they have lots of feathers and they add feathers on pigeons like to look fancy, and kind of like the contest of pigeons with fabulously kind of all feathered feet and bodies, and they're covered with pigeons, like fancy pigeons, And so as human settlers have been traveling around the world, pigeons spread around the world, and they have been released and captured and, kind of like spread around the world. So let's get back to the problem here. Why don't pigeons nest on trees or on the ground, or like bamboo sticks or other types of trees? Well, you may know that pigeons have been living in cities. One time they landed on your window, maybe you would spot them. Or maybe you can spot them at your balcony. Maybe they're nesting there, or maybe they're raising their young. And the pigeons are very, kind of like, they're just a bit cheeky of raising their eggs and their young chicks. And pigeons, usually known as young pigeons, are called squabs. They usually nest in balconies, and if there's a place where it has a bit of a roof to protect from rain and harsh weather, and a bit of sticks and bones or other types of sticks to the balcony, and then you make a perfect pigeon nest. Or if you want to add leaves or so, that's how to make a pigeon nest. Anyways, pigeons are very cheeky and at raising young pigeons called squabs. And as a group of pigeons may just swarm around your balcony, they can just land there and lay some eggs and instead of feeding the baby pigeons some worms or small bits of bread and seeds, they drink crop milk so that they can get the nutrients and the minerals instead of eating live food. And other young pigeons can also travel as they learn to travel, and people have been breeding and training them, and now they have even been used in World War II to help their allies like the British deliver mails about invasions around in World War II, about Nazis and the D-Day invasions and other types of invasions. For example, a pigeon called Patty is traveling around around the mail store and the mail, and kind of like he picks up a mail, and then he was the one who delivered the British mails about the D-Day invasion and the start of the D-Day invasion, and how they knew about how people have been training and breeding them. With other types of pigeons, they're very useful, but sometimes we aren't enthusiastic neighbors. Well, sometimes they usually eat urban food waste, which the food waste we eat from humans. And pigeons are actually a bit greedy. Well, sometimes they can just snatch your food away from other types of birds, or maybe even if they are too hungry. Maybe, and also pigeons can have some poop and droppings, as we cherished, as we have said that it is like fertilizer, like the type of fertilizer in ancient times. Well, now pigeons may have fungi inside their poop, which can have harmful effects on the human body, and it can affect a person with some types of bacteria and viruses. And also pigeons can, as pigeon droppings, you aren't usually seeing this, but they also do a bit of damage to some types of, if they can do a bit of damage if you're living in houses or types of buildings. They can also have very strong effects, and it can damage and ruin a bit of buildings, but not too much. Because New York City is home to 1 million pigeons, which have booming predators like eagles and hawks and other types of raptors usually hunt there. And that means that today this type of bird that is, kind of very, very secret and cheeky about our habitat, about cities, they used to be actually cliff dwellers instead of trees and nests. With this type of bird, I'm not sure if it's that swirl around us with Pigeon Lady inside New York City or Home Alone. Have you watched that film? Maybe not so, but pigeons are quite funny and cheeky, and they have a notoriously quite a fun and interesting history with our ancient ancestors. But now pigeons are still a vital role inside our communities. But today, if we do this or not, it's just what we have done to the pigeon population. So I hope you enjoyed this video about how pigeons spread around the world like crazy, and how they adapt and how they live. Pigeons, they usually just nest in my balcony. And because there are lots of plants. And anyways, I am sorry because I haven't filmed this channel for a long time, because I'm on a bit of a summer holiday. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like and comment if you haven't yet. I mean, there's no comment, sorry. But I think you can still just watch my videos daily and like and subscribe. So thank you for listening, and bye-bye.